Okay, so this sketchbook tour, I am gonna show you guys two sketchbooks. Sketchbook number 4 and sketchbook number 5. The only reason why I'm showing you guys two sketchbooks instead of just one was because I finished this one before spring break started, or during spring break I actually finished this one, and then I started working on this one, and I took the plunge to work with a sketchbook this big. It's 9 by 12 inches, and I did it just because I wanted to try a bigger sketchbook, because this is an A5 sketchbook, and I quickly realized that I prefer smaller sketchbooks. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't finish this sketchbook completely. I think I got maybe to half of the sketchbook until I got tired of it, because it barely fits comfortably on my desk when I open it completely. And I like working on like full spreads on sketchbooks, and I couldn't really do that with this one. I would have to like flip it back and forth. So, that's why there's two sketchbook tours this time. So, you live and you learn. I don't feel bad for not finishing this sketchbook. I did a lot of drawings in here that I am proud of, and things that I tried, new things I tried, and I like them. So I know now in the future that I'm gonna either work with sketchbooks A5 and A5 and smaller. Okay, so this sketchbook is you can't really see it because it's covered, but it's a moleskin sketchbook. It's the ones that come with like the 3-pack. I found it at a really, really good price on Amazon, and I wanted to really try it without breaking the bank, and I decided to buy it. I like the design of these sketchbooks, that it's like basically flimsy. Right now it stays shut because it's been held by a rubber band for a while now, but while I was using it, I did have to use the rubber band to keep it closed, because obviously when I'm working on a page, it's spread out completely, and then the book will kind of stay like open, so the rubber band was a must. Anywho, so this is my cover. These stickers are stickers I printed out on my computer. They're just cats. And then these stickers, I bought them from a set from Five Below. I'm not really sure what stickers, like what they are. I thought they were just so cute. I like the cat and the bunny. And then this sticker I made myself. I drew it on vinyl paper. It's ballpoint pen on vinyl, and then I cut it out and put it on. And I like it. You can see that it's a little smudged on this side, but that's because, I guess, for me grabbing the sketchbook. And on the back I have Larry. And then this cute little apple sticker that I bought from it came in a set from Miniso. It's really cute. I have more. Anywho, let's begin. So I started the sketchbook 2/21/2026 and ended it 3/22/2026. So basically, I was able to finish this whole sketchbook in a month. It's a really thin sketchbook. If I was really consistent here, I was drawing every day. So yeah, I was able to finish pretty quickly. It says here, in case of loss, please return to your daddy's house. Ha! And then as a reward, you'll get nothing. You'll get nothing for this. Another thing about this sketchbook is that I call it a sketchbook because it's my sketchbook, but originally this is a notebook, a blank notebook. It's not meant for sketching or not meant for like heavy mediums. So I don't know if you can tell, there's a lot of shadows from the page before, and that's okay. I really don't care. There are some pages like this one that I did glue on a separate piece of paper because this bled through really easily and I kind of wanted to use the back page. So there's some pages here that do have this that I glued in another page just because I wanted to use like the full spread, but some of them don't have it at all, and that's okay. But I'm not picky, I don't care. I use a whole bunch of mediums on this sketchbook. So I will cover, like, this is all educational purposes, YouTube. I don't want to cover up my sketches. This is anatomy, this is studies, these are pictures, literally the body. So I don't think I'm gonna cover this up. So if you're uncomfortable with this, sorry. So I was just, I even put the date on this, 3/5/26. I was basically doing a spring cleaning of my art supplies. So I was trying out a whole bunch of pens, a whole bunch of supplies, things I wanted to keep, things I didn't want to keep, I donated them. And I think I did a pretty good job. I'm doing a thing this year where I'm not buying any more art supplies, and the only time I'm ever receiving art supplies this year is if someone gifted me an art supply, like for my birthday or for Christmas, I'll accept it. But I will not spend any more money on art supplies. So I'm using up everything I can, as much as I can this whole year. And then next year, depending on how much is left, I will allow myself to buy things that I need, not things that I just want. And I think this is really good because I'm looking through supplies that I do like and supplies that I don't like, and now I've already figured out certain things that I really like, and I would prefer to buy those than something else just because I saw it online. So I have a thing that I love drawing on post-it notes. I always have yellow post-it notes and I love sketching on them. Sometimes my post-it notes are my pocket sketchbooks, like I like sketching in them, and then whatever I sketch that day on the post-it note, I'll put it on my sketchbook for that same day. So there's a lot of those sketches here. Of course, I still have my own pocket sketchbook that I have with me, but there's something about just doodling on a post-it note that just feels right. So there's a lot of post-it notes in this sketchbook. This, I drew this for a draw this in your own style challenge for Static Wool on YouTube and on Instagram. And this is her character, Bellamy. Okay, I got it. This is the last page. The end. And then it's just a picture of me. This is my self-portrait. And here it says, I'm still dying on a Sunday. Dying on a Sunday. That's the last page. And I didn't put anything in here. Because all the notes that I kept were basically sticky notes and they were all stuck. Obviously I have 2 more of these notebooks, and I think I will 100% definitely work on these again. This one, even though like the pages are really thin, these pages are really thin, you can see through them, but I think this has become one of like on my top tier of sketchbooks, even though it's technically not a sketchbook. I just really like the style of it and the way it feels, and I still have 2 more to go, so I can really make my decision when it's time to use those, if I really like to keep using these types of notebooks. But everything about it, like its style, is perfect. This is like what I like. It's just if I'm willing to sacrifice the paper quality. Anywho, that's the end of Sketchbook 4, and then we can move on to Sketchbook 5. So Sketchbook 5, the stickers, well, the Sketchbook 5, it's a 9 by 12. This sketchbook has, I think it was 48 pages or sheets. It's really big, and it's one of those generic sketchbooks that you can get at Hobby Lobby. I liked it because it was the only one that had like a smaller wire bound. Like they're not like those big thick ones, just because like it has less paper, but this paper is recycled paper, so I kind of like that, the recycled paper type. Anywho, like I said, it was an experiment. I just wanted to see if I can enjoy drawing on something bigger than what I'm used to, because my sketchbooks, since my first sketchbook was an A4 sketchbook, so that was the biggest sketchbook I've ever used, and the rest of them were A5s and smaller, so I wanted to try something bigger again, and now I learned my lesson. Well, anywho, so the stickers are the same stickers from the Five Below brand, the bunnies and the cat. I have these stickers that I found at a thrift store, the Sanrio ones, and this one I got it at the youth fair in Miami. A nice lady was selling these. She makes them herself. And then this Rosalina was from Target. They gave me like a little pack of Mario Galaxy stickers, and then these are the same ones I got from the Miniso, the same pack. And then, let me see. And then the back, I do have stickers here. These stickers, I made them myself years ago. Probably like 2022, years ago. A couple years ago. Start. So here, there. This page has nothing. This is a, I went to Daiso and they had these paper towels, Tamagotchi paper towels. And I had to get it. I finally finished them, but I loved the packaging so much that I glued it onto the sketchbook. And here it is. Tamagotchi. Paper. Paper. This. I really like how this came out. So I was using my blue and red pencil a lot. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. Okay. So these are the ones I was using. I already used one. I got these at Daiso. They're the, like I said, vermilion. Let me see. Vermilion and Persian blue pencils. I guess this is the brand for them, the Pencil House. But it's from Daiso, like I guess they're the Daiso brand. Here's Moth. I'm thinking of redesigning her a little bit, just a little bit. Like, I like the idea of her being a fluffy cat, but the cat that I'm using as reference, because Moth the cat, not Moth the person, Moth the cat is actually supposed to be my cat, like a copy of my cat. My cat isn't here any longer, but my cat isn't, it was not a fluffy cat. I just liked drawing the fluff. So I think I'm gonna redesign her and not like make her into like a short hair cat. Just I have not done that yet. But Moth. Ooh, here, a double page. Okay, so here there's a lot of different things happening here. This is, my persona, again, Moth, but Moth the human. Moth the human, she's not human. Moth is a vampire. I think if you guys remember, I did say she was a vampire. Her and the cat are vampires, but Moth in the human form. I redid my profile picture. It's the same profile picture that I had. So I'll put side by side. So it's the same picture, just in a different style. This is in my more human style, more realistic style. That's the word. This is the more realistic style. I'll put the other one here so you can see what I'm talking about. It's the same one. It's just in a different drawing style. But the next page is a spooky drawing. So it's not, now that you know that it's spooky, it's not gonna be that spooky anymore. So I'm gonna turn the page. There you go. Spooky. So here on my page, anywhere you go, you see that I'm a dark art enthusiast. I am. I love it. I am obsessed with horror art. I love it. I love seeing other people's art. I myself have not drawn horror art a lot. Like in my last sketchbook, I did have like a spooky comic that I was working on, but it wasn't like the horror art that I normally like looking at. It was just like, I guess, like my version of something scary. Sleep paralysis monster, there you go. And I'm like, yeah, that would be kind of creepy. And that's what I was looking for, my creepy horror art. And I love how this came out. This took forever because I hatched each and every one of those. And then its face, its teeth. I love teeth. Here we got moth. So these here, I wrote up here something, a disclaimer. It says, using other art to practice with moth, cat. So these poses do not belong to me. So these poses right now are not mine. I found these on Pinterest, and I could not find for the life of me the original artist of the pictures I saw. Because you could repost drawings on Pinterest, and some people don't even put who the original is. But I was using some that I found as practice. I do not claim the poses of these the way, like, all I'm replacing basically is like the character, because that's my character. But the way, like the drawing, the pose that they're doing is not mine. I did not come up with that. I was just using it as practice. So these drawings, oh, another YouTuber. This is Brian Biggs on YouTube. I like him. He talks about art supplies. Art supplies are my favorite. So these drawings was what I finally like thought about. This is what made me want to change her design a little bit. Like, because this one was a little easy, because I don't know, the way I was able to draw her was easy, because she's covered up, like you see, all you see are her hands and then her tail. But it's when I got to this pose that was hard, because I'm like, as a fuzzy cat, how am I supposed to make her even more fuzzy? Like her legs, her arms. Like here I added like a little tuft of fur, but I'm like, it doesn't make sense because she is really fuzzy. And then making her tail fuzzy is easy, but the rest of the body, I don't know how to do that if I want to show, I guess, her details. I have to look through different ways to do it. But I thought about it, I'm like, well, maybe I could make her the way she was supposed to look originally, and she's not a fuzzy cat. And I was gonna work on that eventually. So yeah, that's my dilemma with Moth right now. I think I'm just gonna make her into a regular short hair cat. Was the end of this sketchbook. I got so tired of the size. There was just, things took too long to draw and too much time just because it was big. And I could have made them smaller, but then that would have been a waste of paper too. So I don't know, it was so annoying. I didn't like it. Alright, thanks for watching. And hopefully next time I make a video I actually feel better, because right now I'm still sick and it's raining and it's cold-ish. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, most likely talking about art supplies. So